Maggie Mulhern from Modern Salon TV. I am here with Michael Gregg, one of my all-time favorite people because I met him at Artist Session. Yes.
One of the best things on the planet from the pillar magazine in our industry, Modern Salon.
Wow, I didn't tell him to say any of that. That's really good. And he's from Heaven, the Salon. And in a nutshell, tell us why you call it Heaven.
The reason I call it Heaven is honestly, truthfully, the place that I worked before I opened my salon wasn't quite heaven, it was hell. That's the main reason. No, but also I wanted to create an experience for our guests and let them know that the salon is about the experience, not just the product, but it's about the services, it's about the customer service, it's also about the presentation as well.
How funny he said experience, because we are here at the Millennium Experience 2015 in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I grabbed Michael because he's leaving soon, I'm leaving soon, and I've been seeing him at every single business class, and I told him I'm going to ask you to give the Modern Salon audience your advice, things that you learned, tips that they can, to be better salon owners. Man, having a little trouble talking, but we're not going to start over.
It's been a long day, but it's been a great day.
And it's 1,000 degrees outside. Every time I walk, I feel like I'm going to burst into flame, but go ahead.
Well, that's why they call it Phoenix, right? No, for me, the first thing I think is that much like you upgrade software, much like you go and take your car for a tune-up, much like you get a checkup every year, like this is kind of the tune-up for my business. So coming here has let me know the things I'm doing right, which has been a lot. And also, I think the future of what business is going to be. Like, I think that's been the whole big thing for me. I know that every time you, invest in education, you know that you're going to become better artistically. Like, you know that you're going to, no matter what professional company you partner with, or professional periodical like Modern Salon, you know that you're going to get the greatest artistic minds together and be a better foiler, better haircutter. But I think business is the one thing we tend to kind of go, So for me, this experience has been about knowing the things that I'm doing right. And planning for the future. I know that one of your favorite people is Kristen Serafino. I love her, and she has been a guest at the Modern Salon Artist Sessions, and she talks about the 9-month plan all the time with your guests. And so I thought, well, think about the 9 months down the future for your salons and for your business, and 9 years from now, where's it going to be? So for me, again, it's been about technology. It's been about fine-tuning my business, knowing the things that I need to work on, and it's not always an overhaul type situation. So that's what it's been for me.
Okay, and I love the way that you cover this. You come with 3 from your staff.
Absolutely.
You cover business. Go ahead, tell us how you.
So, there's 3 of us, myself as the owner, the salon manager, and then one of my top stylists. So what we do is we kind of spread out and fan out. It's kind of like you're going to a sale. Somebody's going to look at shoes, somebody's going to look at this. I did the business part this year. Last year I did the artistic part. So we switch roles every year, so that way we're not doing the same thing all the time. We come together and we have our little meetings. Like, we had a little meeting on the last break about how we're going to integrate the new software. Then we had a meeting at the break before that about the balayage that Candy Shaw did and how it's different from the techniques that we do, and it gives us options. So little things like that. I think the more people that you have involved in your business, as far as the teamwork, people will support what they help create. So.
That's such great advice. Okay, so you've been to these before, to the Millennium Experience. I mean, it's my first time. I got to tell you guys, this thing is the best. There's only 400 people here, and it's such a gem of education. How many of these have you been to, and why do you think every professional should come?
So this is my second Millennium Experience, but I've been with Millennium since almost the very beginning of its inception. We switched from another software company. I think for me, the reason that I come is because it's small. I think the networking is huge. I feel like I get just as much out of the networking with other people that I do out of the classes. But it's not a reason, obviously, not to come, because events like this are what bring the best business minds. And I think, first of all, if you want to be mediocre, then go to mediocre events. This is absolutely not one of those. And I think that if you open yourself up to the things that other people are having success with, and people are also allowed to share their failures and say, hey, you know what, look, we tried this didn't work. There are people out there that have done the work for you. I don't think business has to be reinventing the wheel. I think that you can, it's like a buffet. If you don't like peas, don't eat the peas. So we're taking the good stuff. We're taking the filet mignon, we're taking the steak, we're taking the meat of the whole thing. So it's been amazing.
That's So cool. And the fact that somebody like Michael Gregg is here, I mean, we got superstars in the audience and people that we can learn from you, and the networking's great. Thank you so much for giving me this time, and I'm so happy to bump into you, and I can't wait to see you in October for Artist Session.
Artist Session, we're so excited. We're so excited.
Well,
And thank you so much for the opportunity, Maggie.
That's a great thing for me. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a great night.
Awesome.
See
See you guys.
See you. Bye.